Okay, we are live. Excuse me. Welcome in, everyone, to another episode of Nationals Franchise. As usual, if you are not watching this live, I will put the timestamp down in the description for when the actual gameplay starts. But in the meantime, give me another 30 seconds or so to finish setting up my stream. Okay, we are good to go. So I want to apologize for kind of slacking off as far as streaming goes in general. Been pretty busy. But yeah, we are in the postseason. We ended up being a 103-win wildcard team. The Atlanta Braves ended up winning the division, I believe, by... Can I check standings here? Yes, I can. Yeah, the Braves ended up winning the NL East with 105 wins. We finished 2 games back of them. So we are a 103-win wildcard team. And we are taking on the 90-win Arizona Diamondbacks. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. Obviously, this is the 5th and final year of this Nationals rebuild. Where the reigning World Series champions would love to go out back-to-back. But with that said, there is a chance that Nationals franchise ends today in the wild card round. Initially, I said I was going to play 2 games per stream, but because so much stuff got pushed back, I'm going to play this entire series in this stream, regardless of whether it goes 2 games or 3 games. It's a best of 3 series, so it's either going to be 2 games or 3 games. And recently, I've been playing only one side of the ball, either doing all offense and quick managing the pitching, or vice versa. But this time, I am going to play the game in its entirety. But first things first. You know what? I want to check out some awards. I want to see if we ended up winning anything. Nolan Gorman ended up winning MVP. Okay. He played all 162 games, 48 homers, 137 RBIs, 310, 386, 617, a 1003 OPS, a 7.1 WAR, and he did this exclusively as a DH. That's insane. And Vladdy came in second place, so we have the last 2 MVP winners. I thought Vladdy for sure would go back-to-back. I mean, you take a look at his numbers. 51 homers in back-to-back seasons. He drove in 128 this year. 303, 393, a 1010 OPS. An 8.2 WAR. I'm kind of surprised Vladdy didn't win it over Nolan Gorman, but kind of cool to see Nolan Gorman win it, I guess. Cy Young goes to Dylan Cease. We don't really have Max Fried. I feel like maybe he probably should have been in the top 3, but I don't know if he should have won it. Batting title goes to Nolan Gorman. With his .310 average, Vladdy came in 3rd, Nolan Arenado coming between the 2. Reliever of the year goes to Josh Hader. Rookie of the year goes to Antonio Diaz. Kind of surprised Robert Hassel III isn't on this list somewhere, but okay. Hank Aaron Award goes to Vladimir Guerrero Jr., so he wins essentially Offensive Player of the Year, but Nolan Gorman wins MVP, despite the fact that he's a DH. Gold Gloves, Kyle Wright for pitchers. Tyler Stevenson behind the plate. Vladdy wins a Gold Glove at first. Okay, so Vladdy has taken home a Gold Glove, a Hank Aaron Award. Nice. Bryson Stott at second, Manny Machado at third, David Fletcher at short, Corbin Carroll in left, Cedric Mullins in center, Mookie Betts in right. Hunter Renfroe did come in third. Silver Sluggers, Nolan Gorman won it at DH. No surprise there. William Contreras won it behind the plate. I'm surprised not to see that Keibert Ruiz wasn't here. Although if you take a look at these numbers, I would say at the very least, William Contreras or MJ Melendez probably deserved it over them. If you guys remember, MJ Melendez, I did a stream earlier this year, and MJ Melendez was like prime Ted Williams against us. But anyways, first base, Vladdy wins a Silver Slugger, so he adds that to his awards, a Silver Slugger, a Gold Glove, the Hank Aaron Award. Probably got robbed of MVP, but we're not going to talk about that. Trevor Story wins Silver Slugger at second, Arenado wins it at third, Bo Bichette with the Brewers in this universe, he wins it at short. Outfielders, Orlando Cayado for Pittsburgh, Cedric Mullins with the Dodgers, and Ronald Acuna Jr. for the Braves. Of course, we just got postseason MVP and World Series MVP. Last year I went to C.J. Abrams, the postseason MVP, and James Wood won the World Series MVP. So we got plenty of awards. Let's go ahead and take a look. I'm going to have to do some work, actually. Let's just take a look at our team. So Robert Hassel III coming off of a very strong rookie season, 142 games, swiped 22 bags, which I like, 277, 352, 773 OPS, 3.8 WAR. I'll take that from a rookie every day of the week. Philip Kuhn, I say it every stream. He got off to such a horrible start that the fact that his numbers are this middle of the pack is honestly a miracle. And of course, I love his defense over at second. He still managed to have a 2.4 WAR, and he was a disaster to start the year. We've already taken a look at Vladdy's numbers and Nolan Gorman's, the league MVP. Hunter Renfroe finished just shy of 20 homers, 19 homers, 62 RBIs. I mean, he was fine. Ryan McMahon, of course, our big deadline acquisition, he really took off. I can't remember how many homers he had. I want to say he had it might have been 14 when we acquired him. So he hit 14 more homers, somewhere in that ballpark with us in 2 months. Love having his bat in the lineup. Love having his glove, too. He's a very good defender. Finished just under 5 WAR. James Wood, he's... in this universe, he's got all the potential in the world, and we see that potential in flashes. But the numbers he just hasn't managed to put it together. I mean, 19 homers, not bad. He can run a little bit. I mean, 5 stolen bases isn't a lot. But 228 average, 295 on base. A little disappointing. He still had a 2.1 WAR season, so he's not terrible by any stretch. Keibert Ruiz, all-star catcher for us. Of course, we benched him initially in favor of Willie Guzman, but then he ultimately won the starting job back. 290, 377, 854 OPS. I'll take that from my catcher every day of the week. And a WAR just south of 5. C.J. Abrams, honestly, probably the weak link of our starting lineup. Kind of the same deal with him as James Wood. Not the actor, James Woods. You see the potential there. He hits for some power. He puts the ball in play. He doesn't strike out a lot. He can run a little bit. He's terrible in the field, though. 16 errors on the year. And he actually had a negative WAR. But we're not replacing him. Elijah Green, pretty good. He also had 16 stolen bases as a part-time player, so love that. Willie Guzman, he's our backup catcher. What the fuck is Israel Pineda doing up here? And what the fuck is Rodney Scott doing up here? Okay, I'm going to have to make some changes. So who am I missing? Let's take a look at my pitching rotation next. So Logan Webb, 33 starts, just under 200 innings, 302 ERA, 116 whip, 157 punch-outs, 48 walks. Very good season for him, 3.4 WAR. Max Fried finished with 200 innings on the dot. I took him out after 3 innings in the last stream I did because the game was useless. It didn't mean anything. 212 ERA, 110 whip. He had a WAR of 4.4. Brian Bayo, 160 innings, 145 punch-outs, 57 walks, 415 ERA, 140 whip. I can say the same thing about Bayo as I said about Philip Kuhn earlier. He got off to such a horrendous start that the fact that his numbers are pedestrian overall on the year is honestly saying a lot. Jordan Montgomery's numbers are a little worse than pedestrian, and I'll get to him in a minute, but he finished with an ERA north of 5 and a whip of 161, which is horrendous. Josiah Gray falls into a different kind of category as Brian Bayo. Overall, the stats are pedestrian, and same thing, he struggled earlier in the year, but he had 202 strikeouts on the year. He is, I believe, our first and only starting pitcher to eclipse the 200 strikeout mark. So even if the results aren't always the prettiest, he is more than capable of missing bats, and he's not exactly walking a ton of guys either. So very promising season for him. Cade Cavalli, solid out of the bullpen as our long relief guy. 3.60 ERA, 93 strikeouts in 80 innings, not walking a ton of guys either. George Lambert he didn't play at all. We're going to have to fix that. Eli Morgan was terrific. 90 games this year out of the bullpen. 3.16 ERA, 114 whip. Great strikeout to walk ratio, 77 strikeouts to just 22 walks. Chris Flexen was a free agent signing. He also appeared in 90 games. 2.30 ERA, a sub-1 whip, 69 punch-outs to just 21 walks. Tanner Scott was honestly probably the weak point of our bullpen, which is kind of crazy to say. Now, he does have swing and miss stuff, 81 strikeouts in just 59 and 2/3 innings, but he also walked a ton of batters. And an ERA just below 4 and a whip of over 1.5 is not that good for a reliever, but he is a lefty killer, so he's not going anywhere. AJ Puck, he's just a killer in general. 60 punch-outs, just 11 walks, a sub-2 ERA, and a sub-1 whip. Jordan Hicks, of course, lost his closer job after he blew 9 saves. Did still finish with 28 overall on the year. Same thing can kind of be said with him as with Tanner Scott. Capable of missing bats, 88 strikeouts in 65 innings, but also a lot of traffic on the base paths. 39 walks, finished with a 4.29 ERA and a whip over 1.5. And lastly, we have Dylan Coleman, who appeared in 80 games. He ended up saving 20 games, 2.25 ERA and a sub-1 whip, 78 punch-outs to just 24 walks. Yeah, we are missing some people because I think they automatically put the highest overall guys on the postseason roster, which is not necessarily what I want. Okay, first things first. Israel Pineda, you are off. Okay, I have to add someone. All right, first things first, I want... All right, who am I taking off the postseason roster? Okay, I think I know. So, first guy I'm adding to the postseason roster. I'm adding Rafael Lantigua. Lantigua wasn't particularly great for us this year, but his versatility is going to be huge, and he can run a little bit. So therefore, I am taking Israel Pineda off the playoff roster. I don't need 3 catchers. I am adding Colton Wong to our playoff roster. I have to figure out who I'm taking off. I'm going to take George Lambert off. He's one of our top prospects, but he didn't appear in any games this year. And the last one... I'm adding Freddie Sanchez to the playoff roster. And I am removing Jordan Montgomery. Sorry. But yeah, that is going to be our playoff roster. So our lineup's unaffected. Oh, Rodney Scott's still on the team. Let me get Rodney Scott off the team. All right, that makes a lot more sense. Rodney Scott will get off the team. Brooks Raley was going to be the odd man out. But we're going to add him to the playoff roster. Rodney Scott. Sorry, you are off the playoff roster. And Brooks Raley on the air. 3.09 ERA, 107 whip, 51 punch-outs to just 12 walks. Love that. So our lineup is unaffected, our starting lineup, but we have Elijah Green, Rafael Lantigua, Colton Wong was excellent, albeit in a small sample size, Willie Guzman, and our pitching rotation. So we're playing a 3-game series. Max Fried's going to be our Game 1 starter. Logan Webb's going to be our Game 2 starter. Josiah Gray's going to be our 3 starter. Brian Bale will be our 4, albeit we're not going to see him in this series as it's a best of 3. Then Freddie Sanchez, he had a decent, pretty solid year in a small sample size. One of our former first-round picks. Appeared in 14 games. Solid numbers overall. And yeah, I think that is just about all I got. Let's take a look at the Diamondbacks team real quick. Okay, so they have, let's take a look at, against lefties, so they have Brett Beatty. He might give us some problems. Didn't have that great of a season overall, but the attributes are pretty good. Very well-balanced player. Corbin Carroll, of course, is a stud. 99 speed. Gotta look out for that. Although he only had 9 stolen bases this year, and his offensive numbers aren't that good. They have Juan Soto in this universe. Yes, Juan Soto went to the small market Arizona Diamondbacks instead of getting $1 bajillion from the Mets in this universe. Yeah, gotta watch out for him. Tyler Stevenson, looks like he had a pretty good year, especially for a catcher. Buddy Kennedy. Doesn't look like he was all that impressive. Willie Adames. He's got some pop. Luis Garcia, our former second baseman. Old friend Luis Garcia. Oh, he had like a power surge. 22 homers, not bad for him. They have Drew Jones. Of course, he's one of baseball's top prospects. Austin Hendrick. What's their pitching rotation looking like? Casey Mize, he's turned out to be a very good starter in this universe. Daniel Espino, also pretty good. And Taj Bradley, also pretty good. So yeah, we're going to see a lot of very good pitching, it looks like. But let's go ahead and jump into this wild card series against the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you the National League Wild Card Series. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Washington Nationals. First pitch coming your way next. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
For Arizona, the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Okay. So Brett Beatty to lead things off for the D-backs. Max Fried. We tried replacing him as our ace, and he said, no, I don't want that.
The line to kick the pitch. That one not close. And it's 2-1. You know, Singy, this is true. Max Fried, the night before his starts, will sit down and take his scouting report and play
Sinker
MLB
right
The
down
Show
Broadway.
to see how his pitches work against
2
the
and
other
2
team.
now.
That's pretty impressive right there.
Swing
And a swing and a miss at the changeup. Kind of missed our spot on that one as well, but it worked.
Corbin Carroll. And what a two-way player.
And
Not
here's
just
Corbin Carroll.
offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. Next offering
And that is in there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 and 2. We're going to go change up here. Check swing. Did he go? And he did.
And he went around.
Back-to-back punch-outs on a changeup that misses location. See, my one issue with Max Fried,
2 outs,
when I'm
base
using him,
empty.
his windup is
Soto
so
down.
slow. Sometimes I get, trigger happy.
Pitch misses there. Now
Juan Soto.
3-1.
He put up an MVP caliber season. Of course,
And
former
strike 2.
Washington National Juan Soto. It almost feels like a bit of trivia at this point, even though he won a World Series here. And that's a line drive, right center field. James Wood on the run, makes the catch on the run.
That is the inning.
So we set the Diamondbacks down in order, 1, 2, 3. And here comes our offense.
Bottom of the first. Up now for Washington.
And here's Robert Hassel III to lead things off for us, our rookie left fielder. Going up against Casey Mize. Four-seam slider, sinker, splitter, and curveball
1-1
from
now.
Mize.
Casey Mize played his college ball.
And a swing and a miss at that fastball, 1-2.
Overall draft pick in 2018, and while at Auburn, he was named an All-American twice and a finalist for the Golden Spikes Award. Next
That's a
pitch is
high
popped up.
pop-up,
Stevenson
approximately 7
settles
feet in
underneath
front of
it.
home plate.
Calls
Stevenson
in, and
puts
there's
it
one
away for out number 1.
Right down the heart of the plate.
Take a look at the Diamondbacks defense presented by Subaru. Subaru, the official car of lesbians. In the outfield, left to right, Corbin Carroll in left, Drew Jones in center, and Austin Hendrick in right. In the infield, first to third, Buddy Kennedy at first, Luis Garcia at second, Willie Adames at short, and Brett Beatty at third. And Tyler Stevenson does the catching for Casey Mize. Again, that's brought to you by Subaru, the official car of lesbians. Philip Kuhn at the plate now. He's got a 3-1 count.
And a strike. Foul ball.
And that is hit hard into left, and that's going to fall for a base hit. So Philip Kuhn is aboard with a 1-out single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle.
And here's Vladdy.
Where you gotta make him pay.
1 man on, 1 man out.
Guerrero Jr. now. Right-hander kick steals.
And that's in there, 1-2.
Kuhn, the base runner at first with 1 out.
And that's a high pop-up. Another one right in front of home plate, but it's the first baseman
Kennedy
who comes and gets it. Or out number 2.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was.
And now here is the MVP winner, Nolan Gorman.
Instead of a line drive or something.
2 out, man on first.
Pop up and an easy out for the
Gorman
defense.
somehow robbed his own teammate, Vlad Guerrero Jr. of the MVP. And that's another pop-up. This time into the outfield grass, Willie Adames. And that does it for the first. Scoreless after 1.
Back in Washington, D.C. Second inning set to go. And here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Tyler Stevenson to lead things off for the D-backs. And this is going to be a ground ball. Philip Kuhn, Gold Glove caliber second baseman.
1 up, 1 down.
1 away.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to
Buddy
run over
Kennedy.
a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And that's a little looper out behind short. Abrams out on the run. And a nice running catch. For out number 2. 2 quick outs here for Max Fried. And here is Willie Adames.
Especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
That one misses. 3 balls and a strike. Fought off foul. Second inning here, no score.
Full count now. 3-2, 2 outs. We're going changeup. And a swing and a miss. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Max Fried. Still scoreless heading into the bottom of the second.
Welcome back. And here's the veteran outfielder, Hunter Renfroe.
And Hunter Renfroe will lead things off. In the bottom of the second, 2-2 count. And that is a ground ball, but it finds a hole the other way down the right field line.
Now he turns.
Renfroe's going to chug over to second, and he's going to have a leadoff double.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside.
And now here is Ryan McMahon.
Pretty incredible hands to fight it
Our
off.
deadline acquisition.
Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity.
Got 1-2 count on him now.
Righty to the plate. Breaking
and that drills him.
He had 2 strikes
right in the shoulder.
And he hit
So
him.
McMahon gets a free base.
That pitch. It's off speed, but it still
And now there are
stings.
2 men
Getting hit by
on.
fastballs.
No men out for last year's World Series
And here
MVP,
is
James Wood.
James Wood. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off
1
the
and 2
off-speed
now.
to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And that's a hard ground ball by diving stop by the first baseman. He goes to second for 1. Cannot get Wood at first.
Great effort there.
That potentially saves the run, though. There's 1 out. The double play is still alive.
Knock that ball down, and if the pitcher's not there, he's got nobody to flip it to.
And now here is Keibert Ruiz. Got 2-1 count.
And that's
3-1 count.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Next offering
That
finds
is
the
in
zone.
there.
The count is full.
Great spot to be in right here for the
We're gonna
pitcher.
send
Either
Wood in
strike this
motion.
guy out or get a ground ball double play.
The kick and the pitch. Runner
And that's
goes.
ball 4.
Now that sets up a really big at
Keibert
bat this
Ruiz
game.
walks.
These are the moments when everyone
No
in the
run
stadium
score, of
gets
course,
really
and the
locked
double
in.
play
Here's C.J.
is
Abrams
still
to hit.
intact. Bases loaded, 1 out for C.J. Abrams.
That
And that's a
one the
line
other
drive,
way. Nice
caught by the
grab.
shortstop, and he flips
Not
to
in
second,
time, as he's
but he
able to get
cannot
back
get
to avoid
James
the double
Wood.
play.
C.J. Abrams hits
That was
one
an awesome
pretty
leaping
hard,
catch. Great reactions,
and that
great
catch
athleticism,
robs us of
and he
probably
snatched
2
that thing
runs.
out of the air, and he robbed him of a base hit.
Now here's the top of our order. Robert Hassel, third. 3-2, 2 outs. Runners are going to be off.
Outside
And we are
corner,
frozen
got
for
him
strike
looking.
3.
He can't believe it.
So we leave him loaded.
New inning getting started. And now Luis Garcia.
Now we are facing old friend Luis Garcia.
Quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Out
That's
to
going to be a
short.
ground ball. Abrams at short.
Abrams
1 quick
tosses
out.
to first. And a quick out number 1. Next to hit for Arizona, Drew Jones.
And now here's Drew Jones, son of Andrew Jones. There you go, 12-6 here.
Kicks and deals. He goes down.
And we
looking.
got him. Strike 3, 4 punch-outs already for
Austin
Fried.
Hendrick stands
There's
in
2
now for
quick
the
outs.
Diamondbacks. And
That's going to be a ground ball.
first.
Vladdy over at first. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for
And
Max
that'll do it.
Fried. He's through 3 shutout innings, but still scoreless.
Back here at the ballpark as we go.
Phillip
to the
Kuhn to lead
last of
things
the
off.
third. And now up for Washington, Phillip
Singled in
Kuhn.
his first at-bat. He's got 2-2
pitch.
count here, though.
Caught him
And we are
looking
frozen
the
again for
K.
strike 3.
Up next to the Nationals.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He popped out his
Now
first
here's
time.
Vladdy.
That's a strike.
1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's off the mark.
Close
and it's
pitch,
2-2.
but outside
It's a
2-2
good
now.
take. The wind of the pitch. Goes down looking.
Go down looking again. I don't know why I'm not pulling the trigger. 2 away.
Here's Nolan Gorman.
For Nolan
0-1
Gorman.
So far. The 1-1. Swings
Out
through
in
that
front of the
one
splitter.
for strike 2.
1-2.
Got him swinging.
And we go down on strikes, all 3 of us. AC Mize strikes out the side. It's still scoreless after 3.
And welcome back. On to the 4th. Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Brett Beatty.
Swings through that.
Well, these Diamondbacks, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone.
That's a little jam shot out to left. Robert Hassel the third.
Hassel
away.
makes the grab, one away.
The left fielder, number 7, Corbin Carroll.
The D-backs.
Here's Corbin Carroll.
First hit in this one. One down, base is empty. And he grounds
It's going to be a little dribbler. Vladdy will take it himself.
He takes it on
2
his
out.
own. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth.
The designated
And now it's Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1.
Now here's Juan Soto.
Left-hand batter waits. Now one miss.
1 strike.
To the
And
right
that's hit
side.
hard and
Sneaks
through for a base hit.
And
So
that keeps
the
inning going.
D-backs have their first hit of the game, and it's by none other than Juan Soto.
Tyler.
So man aboard. Tyler Stevenson stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Got
Grounded
1-2
out
count
his
here to
first
Tyler
time.
Stevenson.
Got it.
And a swing and a miss
for
at the changeup.
strikeout.
5 punch-outs
Pulled
for
the
Max
string
Fried
on the
through 4.
changeup.
But we're still scoreless heading into the bottom of the fourth.
Back here in Nationals Park. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Now it's Hunter Renfroe.
Hunter Renfroe to lead things off. He hit that worm burner double.
That one's in there. It's a ball in 2
First time up.
strikes.
He's
Got
pitching
1-2
well, but
count
not
now.
throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but
Close
you can
pitch.
never
2-2
predict
now.
baseball.
And the 2-2.
That's
In
a
the
fly
air,
ball
right
out to
field.
right.
Hendrick going after it. Puts
One
it
away.
away for the out. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Hit by a pitch his first time up.
Ryan McMahon at the plate now. He got drilled his last time up.
Swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And he deals.
It's a high fly ball, shallow center field.
Under it.
Drew Jones is under it.
And puts the squeeze
2
on
away.
it. That's out number 2. James Wood digging in for the Nationals. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time.
Here's James Wood. And that's
Swing
hit
and a
hard
high
the other
fly
way
ball
to left.
Carroll moving under it.
But Corbin Carroll is under it.
And that will end the
And we
inning.
go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the fourth. We are still scoreless.
Ready now for the 5th inning. And stepping in is the speedy Buddy Kennedy.
So Buddy Kennedy to lead things off for the D-backs.
And a pitch. On the ground
hit
to the
hard,
left.
but foul.
And that's just foul. 2-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Kicks and fires. Stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Long AB here.
And a pitch. Struck
And
him
throws him
out
on the
looking
changeup.
with the off-speed stuff. Willie Adames stands in. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Here's a 1-2. That's a little bit low. The next offering misses. And now 3-2.
That's a ground ball through the hole for a base hit.
So
the D-backs have their second hit of the day. The Willie Adames single.
Everything came together for him. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just
now Luis
push it
Garcia at the
way
plate.
to the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite.
That's a ground ball, but that's going to be through the hole for a base
got
hit.
She liked, and he got it done.
Up to second goes Adames, and the D-backs are threatening here.
Back-to-back singles, really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle.
Here's Drew
allowed
Jones.
himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Stepping in, Drew Jones. Next one misses.
3-1 now.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And that's ball four. First walk given up by Max Fried.
For himself right now out there on the
We might have to get some action up in the pen.
mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this. But he's gonna
They
have
get
to
Chris
buckle
flexing
down
up.
right here.
Everyone has a short leash in the playoffs. They're loaded. 1 out for Austin Hendricks.
In for a strike.
2-2.
2-2 now.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
That's a little dribbler in front of the plate. And we're not going to have a play. And the Diamondbacks take a 1-0 lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pretty much did the opposite of what you want to do with the pitch on the outside part of the plate like that. Just rolled over, but good hustle down
Of course
the
they
line
take the lead on
and
a
infield knock.
little limp dick single. Back to the top of the order, Brett Beatty now.
Brett Beatty.
And that's hit hard. That's going to be a fair ball, and that is going to kick into the corner and score at least 2. They're going to try to empty the bases. The relay home, safe. And we're down 4-0.
How about that? Clears the bases. He smashed that ball the other way and kept it fair down the third baseline. Did an excellent job of just throwing the barrel at the ball, even though he was a little late on it.
Next to hit, Corbin Carroll. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Max Fried walks him. Yep, he's done.
The mound right there pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound.
Chris Flexen coming in. Max Fried can't get out of the fifth.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
That's a ground ball. This could be 2. Kuhn, second one. On the first, and that ends the inning. But the Diamondbacks break the scoreless tie. We're down 4-0 halfway through regulation.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. And the pitch.
Keibert Ruiz at the plate.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And down on strikes he goes, and there's one away. C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals. He's 0 for 1.
That's going to be a ground ball over to second. Garcia takes care of us. 2 out.
Next to hit for the Nats.
Back to the top of our order, Robert Hassel the third. 3-2, 2 outs. And that's going to be a ground ball right back to Casey Mize, and we go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the fifth.
Back in Washington, D.C., top of the 6th inning. Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. There's the strike. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Got him looking. 1 away.
Buddy Kennedy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. The pitch. And another ball. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes.
Punch outs by Chris Flexen.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the shortstop, Willie Adames. 1 for 2.
I think I'm going to get Freddie Sanchez up.
A wind in the pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
And a swing and a miss. Chris Flexen strikes out the side in the 6th. But we're still down 4-0.
Back here at the ballpark, now the number 2 hitter, Philip Kuhn.
Philip Kuhn to lead things off.
And the righty deals. Just missed.
Now on this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is filled up.
And put Freddie Sanchez in for the top of the 7th.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And that's ball 4.
And it's a leadoff walk to Philip Kuhn.
For the ump to help him out and make the call with that last
See if we
pitch.
can get something going here.
Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Next offering is downstairs.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Next pitch is downstairs. And here it comes. Good plate appearance there.
That's ball 4.
Able to take the walk.
We'll take it.
Count's getting up there now, and not saying
back-to-back
that's the
walks.
reason for this walk,
2 men
but this is
on, no
the
one
point in
out.
the game when
Nolan
every
Gorman
side
at the
wave
plate.
starts to get everyone's attention.
At the belt and fires.
And that's a high pop-up in the infield. The infield fly rule should be in effect, and it is. 1 out.
Hunter Renfroe at the plate.
Now here's Hunter Renfroe.
And that one moves his feet.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Two. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
It's going to be a little dribbler up the first baseline. The first baseman will just apply the tag. Works as a sacrifice. 2 men on, 2 men out. And Casey Mize is out of the game. Whoever this guy is comes in.
Up now for Washington.
Ryan McMahon at the plate.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Filthy slider.
Haven't scored yet in this game, and with that swing, definitely trying to get on the board. That's the way guys go about their business today.
Next offering is down low. 2-2. Struck him out without a swing. Big time 3rd strike to end the inning against a real threat. Freddie
Sanchez comes into the game for us.
And now it's Luis Garcia. Here's a 1-1. Foul ball there. Next pitch off the play. 2-2. And now it's filled up. So now 3-2. Line drive,
and that's going to be a line drive base hit in the center field.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
Now here is Drew Jones. The 1-2.
And that's going to be hit hard in the right. Renfroe on the run. He can't get there.
Garcia around second, headed for third.
And it is going to be a double for Drew Jones. Scoring position, no one out. Renfroe got a late break on that.
Austin Hendrick.
Bringing the infield in.
Comes in now. And now we'll get a mound visit from the pitching coach.
Gonna get Tanner Scott
Probably
up.
trying to give a little more time for that arm out in the bullpen to get warmed up. 1-2 here. And now 2-2.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation.
And that's going to be a ground ball, and that's through the hole. It sneaks by with the infield in.
Now 2 runs score.
And it's 6-0.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Tanner Scott's coming in. This is a disaster.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
That pitch in for a strike. 2-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover.
That's ball 4.
Ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield. Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
Cannot locate anything. And that is smashed into center field. That's going to be a base hit.
The middle to base hit. Guerrero.
And that's going to be an RBI single for Corbin Carroll at 7-0.
And they're pulling away up by 7 now. Here's Juan Soto. 1 for 3.
The bullpen's getting thin already.
The 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Ripped on
That's
line to
hit
center.
hard into center, but playable for James Wood. We finally have our first out of the inning.
Second, Abrams.
They're going to try and tag and head to third, and they will.
And he's safe. So it's first and third with 1 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Baden on third. Carroll at first. 1 gone. Pitch misses outside. And now 3-1. And he walked him.
That's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now mound visit coming. And with the reliever
Pitchers
just
cannot locate.
throwing out there in the bullpen, this should buy a little more time to get him loose. The pitch. Good eye right there. Bases loaded. 1 away. Swing and a miss.
Behind on the fastball. I would have been pissed if he took that pitch.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss at the 100-mile-an-hour heater, 2 away.
Straight at bat. Willie Adames stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Outfield playing.
That's going to be a ground ball, and Vladdy can't get it.
Their heads. Save. And they add to their lead as the run scores
9-0. Gold glove first baseman, by the way. Gold glove first baseman. He can't get it.
Had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel. Put the ball in
This is a disaster.
Now on the mound for the Nationals, Eli Morgan.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind.
Well, caught a run down there, and he's tagged out to end the inning.
9-0.
James Wood digging in for the Nationals. 1-2 now. And a ball evens the count. That one misses, and now it's 3-2. In the air,
Little looper in the
field.
left. Corbin Carroll will take care of that.
He's got it.
1 out.
And there's 1 away. Keibert Ruiz digging in for the
There's
Nationals.
Keibert Ruiz.
A strikeout and a walk. Here comes a pitch. And there's ball 4.
Second walk of the
Yippee,
game for
we got a
him,
walk.
and he's been really patient at the plate.
You know what? We're going to get Brian Bayo
warmed
warmed up.
Outside of what he's looking for up there.
And the batter will be the shortstop, C.J. Abrams. Righty delivers. And now 2-1.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
The 3-1. He swings and fouls one off. Three-two.
That's hit hard in the center, but right at Drew Jones for out number 2.
Right there to make the grab. 2 down. So the Nats lineup turns over.
Back to the top of the order with Robert Hassel.
For the Nationals. The 1-2. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Him out. That's the inning.
9-0 after 7.
Back for the top of the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Drew Jones.
I'm going to put Brian Bayo in, try and save our bullpen.
Gets handed the rock out of the pen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Right-handed reliever. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And the right-hander deals. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got him looking for the strikeout.
Got him on the changeup. That looked to be off the plate, but we'll take it. I think the umpire just wants to go home, one away.
Austin Hendrick. The pitch. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. The 1-2. Cuts and
Swing and a miss at the changeup again.
Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Brett Beatty. The pitch. And there's a ball. They say it went. 2-2 now. And now the count filled up 3-2. Hacks and misses.
Ayo comes out of the bullpen and strikes out the side.
And
but
welcome back.
Still 9-0.
And now up for Washington, Philip Kuhn. Pitch misses inside, and it's 2-1. There's a strike.
I don't know why I took that.
Kicks and deals. And that's too high.
And that's a ground ball past the diving third baseman.
Off to a good start with a leadoff.
Philip Kuhn has his second hit of the game.
It was all over that one. Pretty tough for the infielders
Here's
to do
Vladdy.
anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Now here is Vladimir Guerrero.
They're going to just let
Jr.
Philip Kuhn take second.
Safe at second.
They're not holding the runners or anything.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Kuhn at second with nobody out.
And that's going to be a ground ball.
On the run,
Adonis has it and throws on to first. He gets Vladdy. Down to third goes Kuhn.
Nolan Gorman.
Here's Nolan Gorman.
Ball to strike. The pitch. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Good eye right there. One away with a runner at third.
That's hit hard into left. But it's caught by Corbin Carroll. For out number 2, but Kuhn's going to come in and score our first run. Don't call it a comeback. 9-1.
He smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall.
Base is empty, 2 outs for Hunter Renfroe. He's got a full count with 2 outs. And that's hit hard, but the second baseman in the shift has it on a hop, does a Derek Jeter throw, and that's out number 3. Well, we got one back. Don't call it a comeback.
We go to the 9th. Now the left fielder, Corbin Carroll. And a pitch. And a foul ball. The 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Out towards right center field. Renfroe in position. And there's one down. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Juan Soto. This guy has turned into a beast. Tapped up the first base side, and he grabs it in foul ground. The wind of the pitch. Got him looking for the K. Called strike 3.
Juan Soto on the fastball. 2 away.
Stevenson getting ready to hit. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that.
Sabeo looks good out of the bullpen. At least something good has happened. 9-1 heading into the bottom of the 9th.
Back in Washington, D.C. Last chance for the home team. Up now for Washington, Ryan McMahon. And a pitch. Ripped on
McMahon rips that one into center, and it's in for a hit.
That's a base hit. Man at first, and here is James Wood. And ball 4.
James Wood draws a walk. 2 on, no one out. Keibert Ruiz.
Sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Righty to the plate. That one missed. McMahon at second. Wood on at first with nobody out.
That's a high fly ball.
Center. That's well struck. That's
right
bad.
Center.
Pulls it in on the warning track.
We gotta get thrown out.
Third. He's in there.
Nope. McMahon advances down to third. 1 out. Ruiz actually gave that one a ride, but came up short.
C.J. Abrams.
We'll go ahead and take the free base.
Left-hand hitter waits. Runner on the go. Cut on and miss. No throw. He's in there safely. To the right.
That's going to be a ground ball over to first. Flips it to the pitcher covering. 4 out number 2, but we push across another run.
A new arm into the
Don't
game.
call it a comeback.
Dennis Santana.
And they're bringing in a new pitcher.
It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game.
Down to our last out
very high, and
here in game 1.
Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2. And another ball. And now it's filled up.
3-2, 2 outs. We're down to our last strike.
Runner at third, 2 away. And that's ball 4.
Nope. Ain't over yet, McGavin.
And now up for Washington, Phillip Kuhn. As the Nationals are down to their final out. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. There's a
I accidentally double
he
stole.
hits the dirt and he's safe.
He's
safe.
safe.
I don't believe it. The Jet stole home.
He just didn't tag him. I fucked up and stole with everyone instead of just sending Hassel.
2 outs. And that's outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1.
That's a hard ground ball.
Plays out,
Garcia
but
knocks it down.
And he beats
And
it.
he's not going to have a play at first. Now in the corners, 2 outs.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. digging in for the Nationals.
Got try stealing home again.
Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. No throw, safe at second. Two outs, two in scoring position. That misses. The count now 2-2.
And a swing and a miss. And the comeback falls short
So the Arizona
by 6 runs.
Diamondbacks take game 1 of this wild card series. A huge win for them in hostile territory.
Well, we got to win the next
Still
two.
got their work cut out for them in this series, having to play on the road. But like you said, it's a huge win to jump ahead 1-0 in a short 3-game series. Just have to win one of the next 2 games to move on to the next round.
And on the home side of this one, obviously a disappointing result both for the team and the fans. But with home field advantage throughout, this series still has a lot up in the air. 9-3 your final here in this one.
All right, that was an ugly game. We had 2 bad innings. We had a bad 5th where we allowed 4 runs, and we had a bad 7th where we allowed 5. That's why we lost. But let's go ahead and jump into game 2. Guys, this could be it. Yeah, could be it. This is episode number 71 of Nationals franchise, and it might be the last. Hopefully it's not.
Live from Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. Game 2 of the National League Wild Card Series. Here's the third
Anyways,
baseman, Brett Beatty.
Here we go. Logan Webb on the mound for us. Brett Beatty to lead things off. That's a hard ground ball, and that is going to get through the hole into left field for a leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's
and
really
now
excellent
here's
back
Corbin
control.
Carroll.
It kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
That's a high fly ball, deep center field, but should be playable for James Wood. And it is for out number 1.
Juan Soto down. Chris, one interesting note, Logan Webb is considered legally blind because of an astigmatism.
Got 3-1 count to Soto.
Causes blurred vision.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't be able to tell as dominant as he's been on the mound, that's for sure.
3-2 now.
And Juan Soto hits a home run. 2-0.
And it is gone.
Changeup caught too much of the plate.
Way, and they jump out front. It's 2-0.
It's like he's playing
not a great start.
That's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run.
You know, I absolutely hate, not to make excuses, but I hate that they're waving red flags or red towels or whatever the fuck behind the plate.
At the plate, Tyler Stevenson. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 away. And now it's Luis Garcia. Next offering is in for a strike. Line drive.
That's hit hard and over the head
alive.
of C.J. Abrams. Luis Garcia, he's killed us so far in the series. Former National.
For him right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it.
And
now this
we're
is
down
blasted.
4-0.
Way back there, on its way, gone.
That was a terrible slider, and Willie Adames sends it into orbit, and we're down 4-0 before we can even get an at-bat.
2 outs, nobody on. Alec Thomas now.
We are collapsing.
And that's outside.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn
That's
the page.
hit out to left. Robert Hassel the third.
Hassel
Finally ends top of the first. But we allow 2 2-run tanks. And we are down 4-0 before we can even get an at-bat.
Bottom of the first. And now it's going to be Robert Hassel the third.
Daniel Espino on the mound. He's got a 4-seam, a slider, a curveball, a changeup, and a 2-seam. Robert Hassel will lead things off for us.
Next offering is outside.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. Left-hand batter waits.
And that's hit hard in the right field for a base hit.
So a man
So
on
Hassel
base to start the
has the
inning.
leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front.
Here's Philip Kuhn. He had 3 hits in yesterday's game. We're going to send Hassel in motion here, but it's not going to matter.
Now
It's
he's
that's
got
ball
2
4.
runners on after that walk. And
2 on.
things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations.
No one out. Here's
so he's gonna
Vladdy.
have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Swing and a miss. Now
Cool
1
on
and
that
2.
slider.
Swings through it.
Same
and that's
exact
a
pitch,
strikeout.
and I'm still fooled by it.
Here's Nolan
1 away.
Gorman. 2 on, 1 out. Popped up, and the infield fly is called.
Infield fly by Nolan Gorman. 2 away.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just.
And that's
cleans
hit
up
hard,
his
but right
mechanics.
to the first
He'll
baseman.
do it himself. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning.
And that's the end of the first. We're down 4-0.
Back here in Nationals Park. Here's a speed threat, Drew Jones.
See if we can have a better second inning than we did in the first.
Kicks and fires. Pitch misses there. And now
Pitches
3
like that
balls
aren't going to do
and
it.
a strike. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable.
Now Drew
Sometimes you're
Jones is
tipping your
fouling
pitches.
everything
He's
off.
going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
That one misses. So
And now we
leadoff
walk him.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Buddy Kennedy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And a 2-1 on the way. Runner on the go. Fouls one off. 2-2. Fouls that
That
off
was
to the left.
right
and we'll
down
do it
the middle.
again.
Thankfully, it's foul.
The pitch. Struck him out.
Generous
looking.
call. We'll take it. 1 out.
Brett Beatty now at the plate. Scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base. And the pitch. Tapped softly on the ground. To the
And the
shortstop at
throw is going to
second,
take
but it
him
pulls
off the
him
bag.
base.
Gold glove first baseman, by the
First
way.
and second, 1 out. Corbin Carroll digs in now. The 2-1. And a swing and a miss.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before
Strike
you try to
3, 2
rush and
away.
get 2 and end up with nothing.
And now it's Juan Soto. He's already homered in this one.
Now here's Juan Soto. Already took a steep 3-2, 2
And
outs.
it is. On the
And this time he hits a
right
ground ball to
side
Philip Kuhn at second.
to first.
That
and
does it. We
is
escaped the
that.
second without any real damage, but we're still down 4-0.
Back here at the ballpark. And now here is Ryan McMahon.
Third baseman,
Ryan McMahon to lead things off.
Pitch. Got him looking.
And we're frozen.
1 out.
1 out.
James Wood.
Again, another
digging in for the
3-2 count. Can I
Nationals.
get a decent count, please?
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
batting eighth.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now it's Keibert Ruiz.
Hubert Ruiz now.
And the righty deals. And now it's filled
Starting
up.
with nothing but 2-strike counts. That's
Left
hit hard in the
field.
left. but Corbin Carroll will put that one
And there's
away.
2 down.
We haven't hit a lot of balls hard in the first 2 games of the series, but every time we do, it goes right
Here's
to
C.J.
someone.
Abrams to hit.
And we get another
Taken
2-strike
high in the
count,
draft,
of course.
he's had that top prospect label over
The
him
D-backs
since he
get
put
all
on a
3-ball
professional
counts, I get
uniform, but at
2-strike
some point,
counts.
That starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Next offering misses, and the count is 2-2.
It's a good take.
That's
Hey, look, a
ripped,
hard-hit
but he's
ball
in.
that didn't go right to someone.
Ground second on his way to third. Lead runner gets
Well,
the
it's a double for
stop sign
C.J.
at third.
Abrams.
It's
Men in
a
scoring
two-out
position.
double, second and third now.
2
He
out.
was all over that
Back
one.
to the top of
Anytime
our
you
order.
can drive a ball into the gap
Robert
the other
Hassel,
way,
he
it
singled.
feels so good, and that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate, and it's even better when it gets you extra
And
bases.
that one's
Love
hit in
looking
the
in
air
at
to
your
left,
dugout
but
and see the
Corbin
guys
Carroll's going
fired
to take
up.
care of it
Wow,
for
that
out
ends
number
the
3.
inning, so we
We
take
can't
a
do
break.
anything once again.
All set for the start of the inning. Now the D-backs catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Tyler Stevenson.
Oh, let's see if we can, I don't know, win the game.
On the ground, to
Ground
third.
ball, McMahon.
McMahon
One away.
fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down. And now Luis Garcia, 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. The next pitch misses. 2-1. Fouled off. He was late. 1 down, base is empty. Bounced up the middle.
Ground ball to short, C.J. Abrams.
Fires over
2
to
out.
Guerrero. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
On the ground to third. And foul ball. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. And a swing
and a miss. 1, 2, 3, third for Logan Webb. See if we can score runs.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Philip Kuhn.
Philip Kuhn.
Next one is off the plate, and the count is 3-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know
That's
it's gonna
hitting the
finish
center, but
well
Drew
off the
Jones is going to take care of it.
Puts the squeeze
We're
on
out
that
number 1.
and there's 1 down.
Got to take
Here's
advantage
Vladimir
of pitches
Guerrero
like that.
Jr. The wind and the pitch. And there's the ball. The 3-2 is off the outside.
Glad he draws a
edge,
1-out
and
walk.
that is ball 4.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in
And
the
lo and
bigs
behold,
if
we have a
gave you enough
2-strike
at-bats?
count again.
That's a good question. I think that if they
And that's a hard ground ball, but right at Luis Garcia, and that's going to be a double play, and that ends the inning.
And that is the inning. And welcome
We're not
back. Start of the
performing
fourth,
well.
and now
I'm
here's
dropping the
speed
ball, but
threat.
I'm not getting
Outfielder
any
Alec
favors
Thomas.
handed my way either.
Next one misses, and a count 2-1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. The wide to kick the pitch. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Good plate appearance there.
And that's ball 4.
Able to take the walk. Now up next for Arizona, Drew Jones.
Let's get Brooks Raley
He
warmed
reached out
up.
a walk his first time. At the belt and fires. On the
It's
ground,
going to be a
short,
ground
could
ball.
be 2.
Abrams,
The
second.
throw to second. Over
We
to
got
first,
him
but he
at
beats
second,
it.
barely. Drew Jones is safe at
So
first.
digging in,
And we
Bobby
got
Kennedy.
3-1
He was a
count.
strikeout victim his first time.
Again, no favors handed to me.
The 3-1. Swing
and a miss.
Struck him out.
2
That's
away.
out number 2. So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Now,
I'm going to put
Beatty.
Brooks Raley in.
Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Brooks Raley on the pitch out of the pen here.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move.
And that's
right
hit
here.
hard, but right at
Takes it
Abrams.
in for the 3rd out.
That was hit 10 billion miles an hour. Thankfully, right to someone. Still 4-0.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe. Grounded out his first time up.
The right field.
Hunter Renfroe to lead things off.
That one missed.
Well, these Nats showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
That one hit
That
to right.
shot the other way
Thomas
into
gets
right.
under it. Hauls it in.
1 away.
And there's 1 away. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. The wind of the pitch. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2-2.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pick.
And here it comes. Line drive. Pulls it down, and there's 2
Liner
gone.
caught by Garcia for out
James
number
Wood,
2.
The next to hit. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That shot the other way into left field for a base hit.
So he gets
So
on
it's a
base
2-out
and keeps
single
it going.
for James Wood.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed
There's
to do.
Keibert Ruiz.
Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-1. And a pitch. That misses.
3-1 now.
3 balls and a strike.
Well, these guys have had a hard time scoring in this one. The guy out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
That's
Pretty
shot
well
out
in the air
center,
out to center.
but Drew Jones takes care of it
Jones
for
makes
out
the
number
catch,
3.
inning over.
Leave another man stranded.
New inning getting started. Now at the plate, Corbin Carroll. The 1-1 is fouled off.
You know, these D-backs putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission
And a swing and a miss.
Got it by him.
1
for the
away.
K. Here's Juan Soto. 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer back in the first. Swings through that one.
1-2.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. Tyler Stevenson will hit next. Time called as the pitching coach makes a visit to the mound.
Gonna go ahead and put Eli
Reliever
Morgan
still
in.
getting loose out in the pen. On the pitch now for the Nationals, Eli Morgan. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. That one
That's
the other
line,
way, and it
fair ball
stays
down the
fair.
right field
And that
line.
rolls into the corner. Now he'll turn for second.
And Hunter Renfroe has some trouble handling it
And he
out
greets the
there.
new arm from the bullpen with a double.
It's a leadoff double.
Next to hit for Arizona, Luis Garcia. On the
That's
ground,
going to be
right side,
rolled over to
Guerrero.
first.
He
Vladdy
steps
takes
out
care
the
of it.
bag,
4 out,
and
number
that is
3.
that.
So we're halfway through regulation of game 2. We're still down 4-0.
Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound.
New pitcher coming in. It's Aaron
And
Savali.
he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in
C.J.
throwing
Abrams to
strikes,
lead things off.
attacking these hitters.
That one in for a strike, 2-2. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
Abrams smokes that one right field, down the line towards the bullpen and gone. We're finally on the board. C.J. Abrams goes deep. And we're back within a field goal now, 4-1.
How he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands
now we're back to the top of the order.
Just long enough to sneak it inside that
Robert Hassel the third.
Next pitch misses. Ball 3.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
You get A.J. Puck warmed up.
The 3-1. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with
Robert Hassel draws a walk.
Up now
His
for
speed's always a
Washington.
threat on the base heads. With a 3-2 count, even with no one out, we're going to send him in motion here.
Here comes a pitch. Runner on the go.
And that's going to be
Foul
grounded
off
by
again.
foul.
And it remains 3-2.
Won't send Hassel this time.
The pitch. And he walked it.
And that's ball 4. So
Man,
back-to-back
that's a tough one
walks
to take on the full
following a
count, but I
C.J.
guess he
Abrams
saw it
leadoff
really
home run.
well. It's a really
And
nice
here's
play
Vladdy.
appearance.
And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
And that is smoked into left field for a base hit. That was hit so hard that Hassel has to stop at third. And they are all loaded up now
Man, those are the types of hits
for your
where
National League
any
MVP,
vibration
Nolan
in your hands
Gorman.
whatsoever. Such a good feeling.
Got 3-1
Solid swing
count.
from start to end, on time with everything. Really good balance. Nice.
And that's ball 4. He
extension.
walks in a
And he
run.
got out front
4-2.
for the line drive now. He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the wall. This
Bases
inning's
loaded.
definitely getting away
Still,
from him.
no one out.
Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Kuhn at third. Guerrero over at second. Gorman at first with no outs.
And that's a fair ball down the left field line. This is going to plate at least 2. Hunter Renfroe ties the game up at 4 on a 2-run double.
Not in time, it's a double.
Got to be feeling great.
Ain't over yet, McGavin.
Big spot, and
The
he
way I
drives
see it,
into
it's just getting started.
absolutely hammered that baseball very
As that
loud.
bum Aaron
Coming off the
Savali
bat,
gets pulled from the game without even recording it out, Kirby Sneed comes in
It's going to be a great result more
with
often than
the
not.
go-ahead run, 90 feet away. Got
And
sinker,
never an
slider,
easy
four-seam,
situation
and
coming in with
changeup.
runners at
Ryan
second
McMahon
and
at the plate.
third. He's got a base to work with, so
And he
doesn't
goes
have to
down
be
swinging.
perfect, but he
Pretty
does have to make some
anticlimactic
quality
there.
pitches.
Now it's going to be James Wood.
There's James Wood, and of course we have a 2-strike count. Why would we not?
The pitch. That misses the zone. And that's ball 2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Tied at 4. That one
And a swing and a miss.
95
2
to
away.
finish him off. And now the catcher
There's
comes
Keibert
up to
Ruiz.
him. Keibert Ruiz.
2 men on, 2 men out. That's a
out to
line drive into
field.
center field. And that's going to be in for a
down,
hit.
base hit. Save.
This is going to give us the lead.
Now as they take
But
the
Renfroe is
lead.
thrown out at the plate, but we
and
take the
they
lead
cut it
5-4.
down.
We hang
That
5
ends
on them in the
inning,
bottom
but
of the
they
5th.
do score a run here. Back in Washington, D.C., Willie Adames stands in.
And keep Eli Morgan out there for now.
The pitch. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. And that's in there at the knees.
Going change up again.
And a payoff pitch.
That's going to be a ground ball. Philip Kuhn.
And they
One
get
out.
Adames for the out.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough, got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
The right fielder, Alex Thomas.
And a pitch. and the count 1-2.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down.
That's a high fly ball down the right field line. On the run is Renfroe, and he just gets there for out number 2.
Drew Jones stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. And a 1-1. And that's in for a strike. That one to first, and that's just foul. The next pitch misses, and the count's full. The 3-2
and that's
is
ball
off
4.
The outside edge, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive
I'm
second.
going to put A.J. Puck in.
Down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
A.J. Puck takes over on the mound.
These are the spots relievers
3-2,
really make
2
a
outs
name for themselves.
for challenging him.
And close. There's not much mark.
That's strike
He just
3
keeps the bat
and
on the
third
shoulder.
Out. So we take a break.
So we're still up 5-4.
C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals. He's already
Get Chris
homered here in
Flexen
this
warmed
one.
up too. C.J. Abrams got a rally started last inning with a solo homer.
And the next pitch is way outside.
That's a little flare out to left. Carroll coming in, and he puts it away for out number 1.
One down.
It's a little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit. Trying to put the ball in the air.
The 1-1. That's through there for a strike.
That's a ground ball through the hole in the right field for a base hit. Robert Hassel has himself another base hit. His second of the game.
When you can win the at bat after being down
There's
in the
Phillip
count,
Kuhn.
up against it with 2 strikes right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And a 1-2. That one missing inside.
2-2 now. That's a high pop-up. Foul territory. 2 away.
Kennedy makes the grab, and there are 2 down.
Here's
Vladimir
Vladdy.
Guerrero Jr. digging in for the Nationals.
Smoked a single his last time up.
Falling behind 2-1.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run.
3-1.
Or run and hit.
And the 3-1.
That's a high fly ball. Left center field. Back goes Drew Jones on the warning track. At the wall, and it's gone. Vladdy just sneaks that one out of here. And that gives us some breathing room. We're now up 7-4. I thought he robbed that for a second.
So 2 down.
Now here's Nolan Gorman.
Digging in for the Nationals. Kicks and deals. And a big swing and a miss. Here's a 1-2. And now 2-2. And it's filled up.
It's a little dribbler right back to the mound. That'll be out number 3, but Vladdy goes deep, gives us a little bit of breathing room. It's now 7-4 after 6.
Back here in Nationals Park, we go to the top of the 7th. Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
We get Chris Flexen ready and waiting. Keeping AJ Puck out there for the time being.
Not close with that one. Ball 2.
And that is hammered the other way for a base hit. So it's a leadoff single for Brett Beatty.
Nice job going the opposite way.
Here's Corbin Carroll.
Travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see
Swing in it at the sinker.
It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
That's going to be a little looper down the right field line. Hunter Renfroe, he can't get there.
That should be extra bases. Throw back in quickly.
I don't know why he's so slow.
Nobody out.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Hooked around that
Now
pitch
here's
on the
Juan
outside,
Soto.
but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
That's going to be a ground ball to second base. Our only play is going to be at first, though. We get 1 out.
Now here's
But works
the
as a
cleanup
sacrifice.
hitter for Arizona, Tyler Stevenson. Righty reliever out of the pen, Chris
Flexen's going to come into the game.
Tall task ahead of him right here with 2 runners in scoring
We're going to get Jordan Hicks warmed up.
Outs to get. He's going to be pitching for strikeouts here, no question.
2 on, 1 out.
And that is shot the other way. Hunter Renfroe puts it away for out number 2.
Runner tags from third. Relay throw home.
The run does come in to score, so it's now a 2-run game.
Just a 2-run deficit.
Sometimes that can be a little tough to score on. It was hit so hard.
Here's Luis Garcia.
To the bag, the tag. Takes a little bit of time by the time that outfielder catches it, but a really good job
1 and 2.
that run in from third.
And now it's 1 and 2. Carroll on at second with 2 down.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the
And that is hit hard, and that's fair down the right field line into the corner, and it's going to be a 1-run game.
The run scores from
Luis Garcia gets us again.
And now the tying run is into scoring position. So runner at second, 2 down. Next up for the Diamondbacks,
Here's Willie Adames.
The 1-1. And delivers outside. Runner at second, 2 down.
And that is smoked into left center field, and that's going to tie the game up.
Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score, and they've tied it. It's 7-7.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect
Jordan
swing.
Hicks is going to come in.
I start wondering, I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Jordan Hicks on the pitch here. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. The 1-2. Got him!
Strike
Good
3.
job at damage control
But the
right
Diamondbacks tie the game back up at 7. 7-7. In the bottom of the 7th, Aaron Bummer coming in.
Hunter Renfroe at the
Hunter
plate.
Renfroe to lead things off. He's got a sinker, a slider, and a cutter.
Bummer deals. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Another 1-2. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
That's a really good take.
Swings and misses. 1 down.
Ugly swing.
The third baseman, number 24.
So up next, Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon at the plate now.
Next offering is down low. And that one a little bit high.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And that's
Ball 4. Ryan McMahon's aboard.
I don't think
It's
it's
a
a big
go-ahead
deal
run at
because
first.
if you pitch to the previous
Here's James
hitter
Wood.
with the power he has, he can hit a home run. I think it was a calculated walk. We'll see how it pays off here.
And now the lefty.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Left-hand batter waits. And this is inside.
3-2.
Calling this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
And Wood shoots that one the other way in the left, but Carroll's under it for out number 2.
2 down. And here's the
There's
catcher,
Keibert Ruiz.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner in the center.
And there's a foul ball.
That's going to be a little dribbler to the first baseman. He does some sort of circus shit to the pitcher.
And that will end the
4 out number 3. We're still tied at 7 after 7.
And now the center fielder, Drew Jones. Right-handed reliever.
You leave Jordan Hicks out there for the time being. That's a fly ball, shallow right center. James Wood coming in. One away.
On the run and catch. And there's one away. And now the first baseman, Buddy Kennedy. Righty to the plate. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. The pitch.
And that is smoked into right center. That is going to get down and roll all the way to the wall.
And he's into
and that's going to be a 1-out double.
Away as the go-ahead run.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done.
They get Dylan Coleman warmed up.
That was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback.
3-1 count. Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
With your swing mechanics.
Digging in.
That's going to be a pop-up in the left, so I don't think it's going to matter much. Hassel puts it away, 4 out number 2.
Here's the left fielder, Corbin Carroll.
Now here's Corbin Carroll.
Man at second.
And that's hit hard. A nice stop by McMahon. And we work around the 1-out double.
That's out number 3.
Still tied at 7.
Sam Henches gets the call from the pen.
Got another new pitcher, Sam Henches.
And now up for Washington, C.J. Abrams. He's already
Dylan Coleman's going to come in for the 9th pretty much no matter what. C.J. Abrams to lead things off. He's 2 for 3, including a home run.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Pitches in for a
full
strike,
count.
and it's a full count.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again.
That's a ground ball right to the third baseman.
Zips it across.
4 out number 1.
And that's one away as the leadoff man is
There's
out.
Robert Hassel. He's got a pair of singles.
Top of the lineup, Robert Hassel III digging in for the Nationals. And 1-2.
That's a really big swing right there. He's got to remember, with this speed, a walk or a single can turn into extra bases by stealing a base or 2.
Next pitch misses outside, and the count is even 2-2.
Why did I swing at that?
Philip Kuhn digging in for the Nationals. The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. And that one missing low.
And that's a little jam shot. Luis Garcia with a stop.
Nicely done for the
throws
out.
on to first because of course he does.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer.
Tied at 7 after 8.
Now it's the DH, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto to lead things off. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Appeal to third, and yes, he did. He went around. Swing and a
swing and a miss, one away.
Some high cheese for strike 3. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tyler Stevenson.
And that's hit hard into right. That's going to get down to the corner.
That's going to get into the corner. Renfroe.
We're going to throw this down to second. We're going to have a chance to nail him at second base, and we do just that. Outfield assist for Hunter Renfroe.
Stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
And now here's Luis Garcia.
For his late inning heroics.
Cade Cavalli's going to come in for the 10th and beyond.
Here's a 1-1.
If need be.
Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking.
Not gonna lie to you guys, I got up early this morning. I'm tired as shit. It's after midnight here on the East Coast. I'm exhausted, but I want to play a third game.
And that is that.
Bottom of the 9th, tied at 7.
So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Dennis Santana.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. digging in for the Nationals.
Here's Vladdy to lead things off. He homered his last time up.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a
Jesus
miss.
Christ.
And that's strike 2.
Definitely not going to make his highlight tape.
Swing and a miss.
That's a good start.
Nolan Gorman now at the plate. In there. And so now 1-2. Uh-oh.
Oh, it hits him right in the asshole.
The potential winning run is aboard.
This place is buzzing right now. Winning run on first, and everyone's looking to celebrate.
Hunter Renfroe digging in for the Nationals.
I'm going to put Rafael Antigua in.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Entering is the pinch runner, Rafael Antigua.
He is the go-ahead run, Hunter Renfroe at the plate.
And a pitch.
And that's going to be a ground ball to third, and that's going to be a double
Goes
play.
to second for 1. Double play, and we're headed to extra innings.
Of course we're going to extra innings.
And welcome back. Here's the shortstop.
And
at
there
the
is
plate.
no
William
runner on
Thomas.
second bullshit.
On the mound now,
Cade Cavalli coming in.
Now pitching for the Nationals, number 55.
Jay. 1-1 now. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 3.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
And there's ball 4.
Leadoff walk.
Exactly
That's
what
not.
they needed him to deliver
That's the
there,
best way to
and
start.
quality at bat. Now the pressure's on to find a way to get him home.
No outs. Runner at first. Alec Thomas stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
We'll just
And
take
they
the out.
him out. Now up next for Arizona, Drew Jones. Kicks and fires.
That's going to be a ground ball through the middle for a base hit. Adames is going to try to score. The throw-in's going to be late. And we're down by 1.
8-7. They take the lead. 1 down. Runner at first. Buddy Kennedy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. First offering. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. In the dirt. And they got him.
2 away.
So the batting order turns over. Next to hit for Arizona, Brett Beatty. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a ball popped
No
up.
pop-up shell left.
Really
Hassel
on his
charging
horse
in.
score. Great effort as
They'll
he's
do it
able
for the
to
top
haul
of the
it in.
10th.
And the
We're
inning
down by
is
1.
over.
If we don't at least tie this game, this is going to be the end
New pitcher on
of
here,
this series.
Alexis Diaz.
Alexis
Well, the
Diaz
best
coming
relievers
in.
Love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead.
Ryan McMahon to lead things off.
Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
The wind of the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And
1 out.
away. James Wood getting ready to hit.
James Wood at the plate now.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes.
3-1.
Interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to
That's a
the
strike.
plate.
Are you kidding me?
The pitch. Popped up to the left. Into
That's
foul
pop
ground.
up, foul grounds. Carroll.
Fielding for the wall.
2 outs.
Makes the catch and foul ground.
We should have a man on
Such a
first right now.
confidence boost for a reliever to
We're
come
down to
into
our
the
last
ball
out.
game and get the first
I don't
hitter
want this
he
to be it,
faces.
man,
Just
but
makes
it might be.
everything slow
Keep it
down a
Ruiz,
little
1
bit,
for 4 on the
and then
day.
from there can really settle in.
Next offering is
Down to
in
our last
for a
strike. And that's a
Pop
pop up
here, third base side.
in the infield.
And that'll do
That
it.
does it.
The Arizona Diamondbacks are moving on to the National League Division Series.
That is how Nationals franchise ends.
So the Arizona Diamondbacks sweep this wild card series with back-to-back wins on the road. And they can now shift their focus to the division round.
Well, hats off
A
to
103 win season.
It's very
We
difficult
have to
come
settle
into
for a wild
hostile
card,
stadium with
and
all
we
the
get
energy and
swept
excitement of the
in the
postseason,
wild
but
card round
clearly that was no
by
issue
the
for
Arizona
these guys. They played
Diamondbacks.
well, and I think that
That's
bodes well
not
for
the way
their
I wanted
chances
this
of
to come
making
to
a
an
deep
end.
run here in October.
But
And a lot of disappointment for these fans and, of course, the players as well as they turn
That's
their
it.
attention to the offseason. Not the postseason experience they were hoping for or capable of, but they'll look to build on their success for next year.
yeah, listen, this was my 71st stream of Nationals franchise, and as you guys know, I play some games off stream. Obviously, I'm not going to play all 162 games a year on stream. So I play some games off stream, do some other quirky stuff. This is easily the most invested I've been in a franchise. Certainly on my channel. As a matter of fact, this is the only MLB show. MLB The Show stream I've put out there on my channel. But yeah, 71 episodes, 5 seasons, a World Series title, 2 playoff appearances, rebuilding at what at the time was the worst team in Major League Baseball. The 2023 Washington Nationals. They were ranked 30th by MLB The Show, but they also had the Steven Strasburg contract. They had the Patrick Corbin contract. You know, I am thrilled with the moves I made. I mean, we went out and got Logan Webb. We signed Max Fried to a free agent deal. We traded for Brian Bayo. We went out and traded for Jordan Montgomery. I know he wasn't great this year, but Dylan Coleman we went out and traded for. He was great. AJ Puck, Chris Flexen, Tanner Scott, they were all free agent signings, but Eli Morgan we went out and traded for. He was great for us. Jordan Hicks was a free agent signing. Keibert Ruiz, he had a nice arc. He was our backup catcher for a minute here, and then he came back and won his starting job back. Willie Guzman, despite the fact that he wasn't that good the last couple of years, he was a nice little pickup. We went out and signed Vladdy. I mean, so there's our big fish. Nolan Gorman was an MVP winner. Moving him to DH is easily the best decision I think I made in this franchise. He went from fringe 30 homer guy with a low average and a relatively low OBP to winning the batting title and winning the MVP. Philip Kuhn, our first ever draft pick in the series, ended up cracking the team and ended up being a pretty solid player. Rafael Lantigua was a Rule 5 pick. Ryan McMahon, of course, was a fun deadline acquisition. CJ Abrams we got to see grow. Robert Hassel we got to see grow. James Wood we got to see grow. Same thing with Elijah Green. Hunter Renfroe was our consistent free agent signing. So, you know, I'm really happy with how this franchise turned out. Not happy with how it ended, but this is it for Nationals franchise. Whether you tuned in for a minute or tuned in for the whole thing, which I don't think anyone did, thank you. I appreciate it more than you know. Just know that I am coming out with a new rebuild on MLB 25, the show, next weekend. I'll post an update on my channel. Thank you guys. Hope to see you there.